Good morning. It's Monday, May 18th, and we're going to continue talking about action. And today we're looking at how where we direct our attention can have real impact on our actions. So the prompt from the Daily Stoic was, is my attention actually on the things at hand? So a few days ago, I was singing the praises of the almighty habit tracker, and I was claiming that it was the number one most impactful tool that I use for making progress towards my goals. But like anything, there can be too much of a good thing, and it seems that there's an LC50 for the habit tracker too, if we're not careful. You see, as an ESTJ personality type, I thrive on creating order from chaos. I'm task-oriented and a creature of habit. So there should be no surprise that the habit tracker is my weapon of choice. However, also as an ESTJ, I'm conscious of the fact that my stressors are being out of control and unpredictability. So knowing this, if I'm not careful, my weapon of choice can be turned against me. It can pull me away from a higher objective of mine, which is remaining focused on the present moment instead of projecting into the future. I can temporarily forget Marcus Aurelius's advice to himself to pay attention to what's in front of you. So through my desire to finish my day with all check marks for my listed habits, I can convince myself that their pursuit supersedes actions which require me to be present. This determination to deliver can destroy rational thought and my decision-making ability. And while we do want to strive for automaticity in many cases, operating fully on autopilot can be dangerous. And this is especially problematic when randomness is thrown into a situation. In his book, Antifragile, Nassim Taleb says that most things in this world can be classified into three categories. 1, the fragile, things that break when exposed to stress or chaos over time. 2, the robust, things that remain unchanged when exposed to chaos. Or 3, anti-fragile, things that become stronger when exposed to stress or chaos up to a certain point. So we've talked about anti-fragility or eustress before, but we've never really explored fragility. So let's consider an example that to many is going to seem ridiculous, but to me is very real. It's just kind of how I'm wired. As with every day, yesterday I woke up with a list of things that I wanted to get done, many of which were listed in my habit tracker, and others were things I had defined in my mission and objectives from the night before. So by 9:30 in the morning, I was crushing the day. I was cruising through my list. I was making great progress. And then Jen tells me that we've been invited to go to a relatively secluded beach for the day. Now, after 2 months of quarantine, the opportunity to break up the monotony in our routine and enjoying time outside with my family should have been something that I immediately left for. But it wasn't, not at first at least. My first thought was, but then I won't be able to go to the grocery store for the week's major shopping trip, which is then going to have a butterfly effect on a number of other things which I had planned and wanted to do and accomplish during the day. And in that moment, I could have taken any one of Taleb's 3 roads that I just mentioned. My system could have been fragile. I could have allowed the unpredictability and the adjustment to unsettle me mentally. We would have gone to the beach, but I would have been anxious thinking about how I wasn't delivering on my goals. My system could have been robust or unchanged. I could have said, nah, you guys go. I'm just going to stay here. I have stuff I need to do. Or my system could have been anti-fragile. I could feel the stress, absorb it a bit, and then respond with the appropriate action. I needed to remember Marcus's advice to ask of all actions, why are they doing that? Starting with my own. Was I managing my habit tracker, or was I letting my habit tracker manage me? Now, fortunately, in this situation, I didn't let either of the first 2 options win. I just asked if we could leave a little bit later so that I could quickly go to the store right then. And once that was out of the way, I knew that I could be present in the moment at the beach since I'd put that one major source of anxiety to rest. As for the other things on my list, I quickly sorted them into the nice to get done list instead of the need to get done list, at least for that day. Now that I had our food situation sorted, the only remaining thing that needed to get done was to pay attention to what was in front of me. And that was fully allowing myself to enjoy a much needed day away at the beach with my family. And that's just what I got. So anyways, I hope you let that think through how your actions can be influenced by where you pay attention. And have a great day. Bye.